The problem with getting old is you look old. Hair grows everywhere. In your nose, on top of your nose, veins, wrinkles, teeth break off. So I figured, why not use an avatar? Unfortunately, it seems no one in the avatar world, either 2D or 3D or pink tubing, can do anything but anime looking stuff. So I had to do it myself. It took me days to try Live 2D, Vroid Studio, VN, YouTube Studio, online solutions like Viveverse and Meshi. I mean, what a nightmare. And not a single 2D or 3D model that I could buy that looks like us normal boomers. So I had, so I decided I didn't need the full expression of 2D or 3D models, that pink tubing would be enough. The tube is great, but I wanted a smidgen better mouth movement. Then I discovered MOZ-3 on YouTube, on Gail Level's channel to be specific. He did a video on it. Now, that's when the software was new. He could only use it in Japanese, so hats off to him for going through that. Fortunately, today you can switch it to English and it has other improvements. Anyway, I downloaded it and started to use it. That led me down another rabbit hole of days spent working with graphic tools. I so want to take you through that journey, but I know you only have 10 minutes a day to listen to old people, so I'll skip it. The main thing that came out of those explorations is an HTML app that will create the assets you need to build realistic or very basic avatars for use in MOZ-3 or any other PinkTuber application. So I'm going to take you through it. Here it is right here. Now I hope Gail, the creator of, or the creator of MOZ-3, might want to build this app into his application or integrate it into MOZ-3. And I won't sue them because I didn't make it. Fable did. So yeah, go AI. So the way it works is I can upload a PNG. So let's say I wanted to use this one right here, which is the one I'm using before. And then I can just take the eyes. So I can pick any kind of eyes that I want, these types of eyes. Again, I had Fable do all of this. So I'll do natural almond, and then I can just position the eyes right where I want them. Oops. Well, this will do the positioning, the spacing. Oh, I'm sorry. So I need to really move this thing. So there's the eyes. And then now the same thing for the mouth. Take the mouth, and I can do geometry here, move the mouth up to here. And then it will export, and the same thing in the mouth. You can pick different types of mouth shapes. I'm using natural lips, and then it'll do a little testing thing here, which is pretty cool. This app can definitely be extended and improved for various different things. Stop the test. And then I can just download. What it will do is it'll create all the necessary files and some additional files that you might want to use for your pink tubing, for your particular situation. So in MOZ-3, it needs actually 4 images, but I duplicate one of them. It needs a mouth closed, a mouth half open, a mouth open, and a mouth really wide. I don't do the 4th one. I duplicate this one. So that's one thing that needs to be added to this face parts generator. Anyway, so in MOZ-3, you put these into each of the MOZ placeholders for it, and then the same thing for the eyes. Eyes closed, eyes half open, eyes open, and then you're off to the races. Okay, so these were the assets created by that HTML little helper application. So here we have a blank thing, make this clear. So we're going to do the mouth closed. I'm just dragging it up right here. The mouth half open. Then mouth totally open. Sorry. And I just want you to, let's see, actually drag it over here. And then I'm just going to, drag it here. I'm just going to repeat the mouth open for the mouth wide open too. Again, I'm not going to have that look. And then we're going to pull our eyes, the open eyes here, the half open eyes here, and the eyes closed here. And this is a bare minimum. Now you can do more advanced things with MOZ-3, like doing expressions that'll go into these little tabs. But this is the basic idea. And now you can see how it works. So, yeah, so again, I create the, well, first I'll go create a PNG of a transparency of some line drawing of whatever avatar base I want to look like I did a photo of myself and had to do this line drawing. Then I go into the HTML helper app and I create the eye size, width, whatever, mouth style, all that kind of stuff. Put up the PNG and they'll create the files and just put it up here. So you could do the same thing. You can just take any sort of background look for whatever you wanted and then just use the app to create the eyes and the mouth. That would work with it. Some last notes. I didn't need to change any lines or touch any of the code in the HTML face maker. So I think if you just take the code, upload it to Fable and Claude, and just ask it to do whatever you want, like if you say, oh, create a fourth face or do this or do that, I think it will do that. So that's what I'd recommend for further development.